there. Thanks for taking a quick break with us today. I'm Kristy from Galileo, and with me today I have some of our really super smart and friendly teammates, and we're here to have a quick video chat about some things that have been going on lately. It's been prompted by some of the conversations we've had amongst ourselves, some of the conversations we've had with our partners and our customers, and we've just been wondering how we can all help in a time like this. So please welcome Bob Bender and Craig Beible here with me today.
How you guys doing?
We have a number of questions that have come in from our customers and also some other folks that we've been talking to recently. And I was hoping we could handle those questions in like a rapid fire segment here so that folks that are listening can get the information that they're looking for.
Perfect.
So,
let's do it. Bob, you ready? Here we go.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. So the first one is, do you have any examples that you can cite over the last couple of weeks where customers of Galileo have come to us for additional support or extra requests because of the ways that they've been impacted by COVID-19?
That's a really great question. Actually, Bob, I'm going to turn this one over to you. A couple come to mind, but I think you've got some ones that you are very, very front of mind.
Yeah, actually I do. So certainly retail has been impacted pretty significantly. We have a customer in retail that they have a big chunk of their environment in Azure, and they've been a little disenchanted with the price tag. Spending $130,000 a month is more than they anticipated. So they already had a project to look at other options, but when this all hit, now the urgency is there. They're looking for ways to save money, and they're using Galileo to kind of figure that out. In fact, they're actually using Galileo Cloud Compass to estimate what it would cost to move to other options in the cloud against the on-prem options. So it's a pretty interesting thing that the urgency has been ramped up here.
If this is something they wanted to use, how is it different from any of the other applications that are out there?
Yeah, that's a great question. The customers clearly have a lot of choices in this space right now. We're all around infrastructure monitoring, we're around capacity management, we're around real-time alerting and reporting, and Lord knows there's tons of options for customers. The thing that I always answer this with, and I always try to back it up with, is that we really truly are a SaaS offering. And the key word in SaaS is service, right? Software as a service. And the one thing that we do extraordinarily well is really put a lot of emphasis on the services side of the house. So, for example, if you sign up for a trial with us, you get a white glove treatment. We'll help you to get it installed. We'll hold your hand through the process. We'll check in with you on a weekly basis, and we deliver at the end an awesome, awesome health check report. And that even goes beyond the trial period. I can't tell you the number of customers that have called with special case requests to get information and value out of the product they're using today. So, our differentiator, in my opinion, is all around our service.
That's good. And Bob, I think maybe you have some opinions on that too. I know I've heard you be pretty vocal about some of those, like data.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'll tell you, one of the differentiators about Galileo, it's amazing that we can even do this, but that's because of our smart guys in development. But we can keep historical data forever. In fact, we do as a default. So we can always go back to the original data points and accurate data and compare that to what people are seeing in this ramp up now. I was talking to a school district today, this morning, about how they're starting their distance learning Monday, and they're having the ramp up. They had to add some network switches in, and they wanted to be able to monitor them. So all they had to do was run one command to add those devices for collection, and it's pretty powerful.
And I can't even begin to imagine how overwhelmed some IT teams can be in specific industries like education, where they're having to go above and beyond and do things that they never thought they had to do before. And, I imagine that they are feeling a pretty big impact.
Yeah, one of the things that the school district in particular, because we're seeing two different things. We're seeing customers that are ramping up quickly or just trying to maintain. And in their case, they ramped up. Now they're just trying to maintain. And I think we're seeing that all over the place.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is you can't do that blind. There's got to be a way to be able to monitor not only the past performance and how the equipment used to work, but also projecting forward to understand where you're going to hit an inflection point or where you might hit a saturation point. And quite frankly, I can't imagine any customer today in the world operating that doesn't have that type of visibility being successful in what they're doing. It's a recipe for disaster, quite frankly.
So I guess then the next question that we have here from someone is, if somebody's in a pinch and they need to get started right away, how do they do that, and how quickly can that happen?
Yeah.
You know,
So, oh, go ahead, Craig.
now, we're all excited about talking about this. Bob, I'm going to let you have this one.
Well, if you know how to install an RPM package, I think you're on your way. It's pretty simple. We need a small Linux VM. It's to run our collection agents, and we securely authenticate with our service, and then it's just a matter of adding things for collection, for monitoring. Pretty much every site that we've ever set up in Galileo to monitor, regardless of the technologies, happens within an hour or 90 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to underscore again, though, even though it's that simple to do, we still provide services to help get you through it. So don't feel that if you're going to be out there, you're going to try this trial, don't feel that you're now on an island by yourself. Bob is a superstar when it comes to making sure that it's not only running, but you're successful and you can get the most value in the most immediate amount of time. That's the key to our, yes, exactly. Bob likes to have his head inflated. That's the key to our service, though. That's exactly what makes us great.
So I think that hits on one of the other questions that people have often, and that is, what happens if somebody has a technology in their environment that Galileo doesn't directly support? Is there a way of handling that?
Yeah, I'm really proud to tell you that we've struggled with this over the years, but in recent times, we've actually been able to provide a way for customers to transport custom data to us. So let's say you come to our website, you're looking specifically at Galileo Performance Explorer, and you're like, I don't see my particular device supported here. We have the ability to custom ingest data from any device that you've got in your environment and provide value around that. Further, we've just recently added to our suite Galileo Active Monitor, which will monitor anything with an IP address. So now the sky's the limit. If you wanted to monitor a refrigerator that has an IP address on it, and actually that thing exists, my parents just bought one, and heaven help us because my mother doesn't know how to use it, but we have the ability to monitor that device. So I can tell you, without question, we will be able to get that data from whatever it is in your infrastructure, whether it be through active monitoring, through Performance Explorer, or through any of the other custom services that we can put together.
And also to look at that data together, right? So we may not completely understand exactly that custom data that you're adding to Galileo for monitoring, but we're here as part of that service, not just a tool, to review that stuff with you and talk through it with you.
Okay, so speaking of Active Monitor, I've heard you guys say a couple times on here about the suite of products, or you've mentioned a couple other things. Tell me a little bit more about that, or tell our viewers a little bit more about that, please.
Yes, so we've made some tremendous changes and have added a lot of new functions to our suite within the last, 12 months, I guess, Bob, or so. So, at its core, Galileo Suite was named early on, and the whole intent was to be able to be more than just a single-use product, right? We didn't want to be a one-trick pony, as it were. And, the big emphasis was to bring sexy back. Let's get everything that we can into this suite so that customers can be holistically functional across their enterprise. So not only do we have Performance Explorer, which is really the proactive analytics and the predictive analysis, we also have, underneath the covers, we've got real-time alerting. So we've got Galileo Active Monitor that's able to monitor devices and give you that red light, green light condition. And then on top of that, we added customized reporting because, of course, even though we put all of the best engineers into this, there are still customers right now today that have special needs. So let's put something in place like Reporting Studio that will actually allow them to create custom reports, get them delivered in a timely fashion, delivered to their inbox at their discretion. But wait, there's more. We also added a whole bunch of ancillary services to help customers with this. Customers purchase a lot of analytics applications, Kristy and Bob. You guys know this for a fact. But it becomes shelfware very quickly because there's a lot of effort that goes into being able to get value out of it. So we put a lot of ancillary services around our product to help customers not only get it installed, but also to derive value. If you've got certain dashboards or KPIs that you want to see, we have the ability to do that through any one of our custom services programs. And you get your own dedicated Galileo technical advocate assigned to your account to make sure that you get the success that you're looking for, especially right now when everybody's so busy.
So what goes into the trial period? If somebody is looking to get started right away, what can they expect?
So what they can expect is, first of all, a data review at the end of the proof of concept. We give 30 days free, and it's fully functional. So it's not like one element of the product is closed off. It's a fully functional access, as many users as you want. And we meet periodically, usually weekly, with whatever teams you have that are interested in the proof of concept and Galileo. And then we have a final data review where you'll get a deliverable from our subject matter experts to talk about your data that's in the POC.
And I should probably add on to that too, Kristy. It's important to note that you're not waiting that entire time to get value and results. We're just making sure that you're successful and that you actually like the product at the end. People will be immediately have immediate access to the portal, I should say, be able to log in and start looking at the data in real time. And again, going back to that whole service part, any questions they have during the POC, they can call us right away. It's important to note here that our product was not just made as a product. It's backed by an entire team of services folks that were responsible for creating the product to begin with. We invented this because we needed it for the work that we do in the consulting world every day. So it's absolutely imperative that customers understand that. They get access to the tool. They're also getting access to an entire team of folks behind us to help with their immediate needs, with whether it be sizing, infrastructure, whatever the problem is, we usually can help.
So I think the last thing that we want to know is, how is the development team adjusting to this situation that we're all in right now? Remote workforces, extra demands on their time and hours, in addition to just normal everyday business for Galileo. What are they up to?
You know, the good news to our situation, I could probably speak a lot to IT in general, is we're kind of used to this remote work. Now, obviously, this is an extraordinary circumstance. We're doing it all the time now. But generally speaking, I lead up the development team. Not only am I the VP of digital transformation, I also am product manager. And what we found is that by and large, we're doing really well. Collaboration tools like Hangouts, like Zoom, we've got Slack. We're all able to keep in touch with each other. And honestly, right now, it's more important than ever to have that kind of connectivity, because the uptick in the number of customer requests has been notable. It's funny to see all the customers coming out of the woodwork now that are actually using the tool more readily, and they're having more issues, i.e. they want more data, right? It's not that they're bugs that they're reporting. It's more, hey, I love what you've presented to us, but I want to get a different cut on this, or can you help me figure this out, right? So luckily, our development team has been doing what they're pretty much used to doing. It just seems to be at a more accelerated rate than we've seen in the past.
Well, Bob and Craig, thank you so much for taking the time today out of your busy days to answer some of these questions that we've received from customers and partners and things like that. And also thank you guys for allowing us to have a part of your day as well, and joining us in our homes with, you know, lighting issues and kids running through and all of that stuff. We do appreciate it. But as we wrap up, we will have some information on the screen to show you how you can get started with a trial if this is something that you need in this moment. And I think the thing we wanted to leave you with as well is just to reiterate that we're in this with you guys, and we're here to help however we can. Isn't that right, guys?
Yeah, well stated, Kristy, well stated. I'd also say to stay tuned if you guys are really bored and have something that to keep you busy for a few more minutes. I'd suggest staying tuned. We've got at the very end of this a couple of outtakes. Just, you wouldn't believe the number of times it takes to get this right. So if you want
none of them are mine.
None of them are Bob's. So definitely stay tuned for that if you want a couple of laughs. Thank you for joining us.
All right, thanks guys.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You guys ready to roll?
Sure.
We're rolling, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, we definitely have glasses. You're rocking the glasses. So you'll be able to record me primping my hair and everything.
Yeah, I do, but
Oh, nice.
Hey, thanks for joining us today for a really quick break.
Hey, Juliana, listen, I'm recording. So she's in the shower. You need. Sure. Now, can you shut up?
Hold on, stop. Pause. I see what happened there. I forgot it's not a restaurant chain. I don't know who the hell I was thinking about. Retail chain.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to be able to splice that. Kristy.
Do it again.
Craig, I'm going to stop you. Yeah.
I thought I handled it pretty well.
You were doing great, and I completely fudged it, so go ahead. We'll try that again. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
You're not going to get fired. Yet.
Yeah.
Not for
Not for that anyway.
After I see his video,
Yeah.
We're all fired after this.
I'm done.
Structure, performance modeling. All right, try it again.
What Galileo is. Galileo.
Galileo.
I need to read instead.
I gotta pee.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. I'm Kristy from Galileo Performance Explorer, and with me today are some of
Hang on.
the family members of my coworkers.
Can't wait. The outtakes are gonna be better than the real thing. I can't wait. Nobody's gonna really care about anything else. Like who they with, we don't care.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. I'm Kristy from Galileo Performance Explorer, and with me today I have Bob Bender and Craig Beible. And if you're lucky, some of our family members are going to come interrupting this video too at any time. But we've
Go on.
Hang on. I do. Aren't we recording right now?
Yeah, we are. We've been recording. Just go.
We're sexy. Well, yeah, some. My internet connection is unstable. Dude, I got gigabit connection.
Giggity.
Let me go. Like when I'm home, I usually hardwire.
That's what she said.
It's a good thing I got my AirPods in now. Don't you think, Craig?
Oh, that's right. You got kids there. Oh, so do you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.